the hospitality industry, our job is to make people comfortable. We don't know what walk of life they're coming from, what happened that day. They could have gotten a divorce, they could have got fired, but they're still staying with us. And regardless of what happens to somebody, people are coming there as a getaway. People are coming there maybe to have a better time. And so we gotta go be actors. The guy in the Mickey Mouse suit at Disney World probably has a bad day too, but he puts on a smile, makes those kids happy. And so some of that, I think, in the tourism industry is part of it. You gotta be an actor and put on that smile, even if you've got stuff. We always tell our staff that the guests are allowed to bring baggage into their rooms, but we got to check our baggage at the door, because it's just not right for us to misbehave with guests, and we have to keep our composure. When I first opened, I was like 24 years old, and this elderly gentleman came in. He had a cane, and he was a bit grumpy at check-in. I was there training a new staff member because we were so new, and she was starting to get a little frustrated with him. And I said, hey, he's a holder in. We don't know what he's going through today. Why don't we just kill him with kindness? That's like our whole thing. It's like, no matter how somebody treats you, let's just treat them with respect and kindness and see where it gets us. So the guy kept on getting progressively angrier, honestly, throughout the interaction. We told him where his room was. We got him a handicapped room because we saw his. So we helped him with his luggage, got him in the room. The whole time, at one point he started using foul language with us. And I was like, listen, this is a good training thing. I know it's like your second day, but this is a good thing because you want to be able to keep your composure. I want to see that you can keep your composure through all of this, because that'll tell me a lot about your character when I'm not here, that you're respecting guests. And even if they're getting nasty, you don't have to stoop to that level. And so we dealt with that guest. He got in his room. And I happened to be back, and this employee was back in the morning. So that shift ended at 11, but we were both back at 7 a.m. And he was getting breakfast, and he stopped over at the desk. I didn't expect to see us again shortly after, being that we came back. And he said, I am sorry for how I treated you guys last night. I had to drive 10 hours to get to this small town because my best friend that we fought World War II with died. I was not in a good mood. You can imagine I don't want to see him buried. It's just a very emotional time for me. And it helped a lot that you guys were cool and kept your composure and took such good care of me, even though I wasn't treating you right. And that just told me, that's what reaffirmed my belief in the kill 'em with kindness policy. You never know what someone's going through on any given day.
Growing up as a child, we would always go on vacations. And it was like that hotel or where you stayed at is what really would always sink into my head, whether it was a good vacation or a bad vacation. Because if you don't have good accommodations, you're going to be stressed, upset, worrying the whole time about what's going to happen next. But if you have a great experience at a hotel, it just makes everything about the trip feel like it was a great success.
Customers stay for longer periods of time. You kind of get to develop a nice little relationship with them. Others are in and out, but it's always nice to see all the different types of people that come in, different stories if they want to chit chat and whatnot. But I've enjoyed it so far. It seems to be pretty nice. A tour bus driver for the artist Jelly Roll came in, which he's a pretty big country artist. And he was like on a 6-month tour with him. So that was kind of cool. We had some kind of behind the scenes stories with that. So that was nice. And we had a ghost hunter come in, and he had all his technology. He was showing me and Cami, who works here, all his gadgets and whatnot. So that was kind of cool too.
A few times we get the James Dean people in, so we have sometimes where our entire parking lot is filled with these really nice old-timey cars. So that is a real treat to be able to watch and experience, and just to get to know those people. They come every single year. That's really nice. I also have several different construction groups that like to play little jokes on me, so that's fun. But it's being able to bond with certain groups like that, it's a real treat.
What I like best about working here is being able to communicate with our guests, because we get to see where they travel from. I get to hear exciting stories, and I also have an opportunity to improve their day. So that's something big for me. If somebody has like an accident on the road, I'm able to give them resources to help them and accommodate them with a stay and keep them warm. So
this business is to provide comfort and provide a place for people that are away from home. And my theory is always like, let's make it a home away from home. Let's do what we can for these guests to make them feel comfortable for whatever the reason may be that they're in our facility. And also the opportunity to grow our reputation, because the more people you meet, the more experiences you have and interactions you have with a customer, with a guest. I feel like it grows and gives you a chance to grow your reputation as a person, as a company, as a brand.